Hello, I'm Adam Watson, Digital Learning Coordinator at Shelby County Public Schools in Shelbyville, Kentucky. Welcome to our podcast series, Shelby Speaks, Looking Forward. We chose that subtitle for two reasons. First, we are looking forward to the time when we can be face-to-face with our students again. And secondly, we are looking forward in time to the educational future of our district. Our vodcast tries to center around two areas, which is what are Shelby teachers learning in the middle of this non-traditional instruction experience, and how will it transfer to, as well as transform, their classrooms when they are once again inside their schools. In this episode, we're here today with Taylor Barnette, who is a Tier 3 interventionalist at our brand new K-8 school, Marnell C. Mormon. Taylor, welcome to the vodcast.
Thank you, Adam. I'm happy to be here.
Let me ask you the first question, which is, what structures were already in place that helped you transition to this extended non-traditional instructional time, this unplanned extended time?
Well, one thing I really love about Shelby County is the ability for students to have access to technology. When I first got here, I knew that students had Chromebooks and had a lot of really great resources in the classroom. And thankfully, the district has put that into place so where we can use that, but not just use that, but students already know how to use the programs that come along with that, such as Google Classroom and Microsoft Teams and any other way of communicating with those students. And so that's been huge in this time where we've been separated, just being able to keep that connection with them.
Well, what were some unexpected challenges, things you hadn't planned for or thought about, or that were surprises?
Well, even though students have a lot of knowledge about technology and they know how to use it very well, one thing that I think I ran into was understanding that students may not always have the same access at home that they do at school. And so they may have really unreliable internet access or maybe none at all. And so because of that, we have to formulate this plan B in order to make sure that they're still learning and they're still getting what they need. I've had to put together some paper like packets to make sure that that gets to them, just to continue that learning process that we would have done in school anyway. That's been a challenge just because I miss that face-to-face engagement with them and being able to teach them through that. But I've been able to, call them up on the phone and see how they're doing. And there's just something really sweet about that too, just checking on them. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, you're looking to their social emotional well-being as much as you are about their academic well-being. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Here's our meat and potatoes question for our podcast. So what is a new tool or strategy that you're using during your NTI time that you plan to utilize when you transition back to your brick and mortar school?
Well, other than using things like Google Classroom and Microsoft Teams, which have been a huge part of my daily instruction, I've been able to use an app called EduCreations Whiteboard. This was an app that was introduced to me by a fifth grade teacher at our school, Miss Pinto. Very thankful for her in that. And it's a very neat tool because you're able to write on it just like you would any other application, almost as if you're writing on a whiteboard at school. But as you're writing and working something out, or maybe you're pulling in a text from something else, you're able to talk over it. And so it's as if I'm there with the student teaching them how to do something. It's something that can be done very quickly. It's very user-friendly, and it's very personalized. It's something that I may do a quick 5-minute video for one kid on subtraction and another quick video for another kid when we're working on fractions. And so it goes along with what the student needs. And that's the biggest thing that we need to focus on right now in this unprecedented time, is just making sure that kids are getting what they need. And part of my job is to do that. So
right, personalized learning is your intervention, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so I'm really excited to have that tool and be able to use it, but also be able to use it when we get back to the school for the same purpose.
Right, because it's digitized, it's quick. They'll probably enjoy that different way. And
yes,
I always talk about the power of pause, because when they have a video, they could pause, rewind.
That's right. That's right, and they have access to it as soon as I give it to them. They have access to it, and they can refer back to it whenever they need it.
Sounds great. Well, our last question for the day is, if you could go back in time and give advice to your pre-NTI self, what would that advice be?
I would say don't focus too much on a schedule and just make the most of your time. we're all going through just some really hard times right now, just trying to balance everything. And it's not going to look like a regular school day. And just to be okay with that. If I'm able to make a connection with a student once a week, that's worth it, because I've been able to, again, personalize that learning for that one student, and have them, something to work on for the rest of the week. Also, just knowing that through this time, even though it's been a challenge, we're all going to come out stronger and better. And it's just going to be something really cool to think back on, when we do get past all this. So just know it's okay to get frustrated, but it's all going to be okay.
I think those are wise words. That's really great to hear. Well, listen, Taylor, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you shared your professional learning and shared your reflections.
Yes.
And with that said, be sure to check out our Shelby Speaks Looking Forward playlist on our Shelby County Public School YouTube channel for more vodcast episodes like this one. And until then, thanks for watching.